crazy. I am 38 weeks pregnant tomorrow.
I'm switching officially to some silicone rings.
This is what we're looking at right now at 38 weeks pregnant.
In the swimsuit, I feel massive.
You can see the baby. Good morning. I am in my 38th week of pregnancy, so I'm starting off the vlog right now, even though I've got 2 days until I'm technically 38 weeks. Or I guess 1 day. That's tonight. No, that's tonight. That's crazy. I am 38 weeks pregnant tomorrow. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I have a lot of exciting stuff this week. I'm getting a membrane sweep, I think, at my next appointment. And that's going to be next Tuesday, which is crazy. I'm going into the hospital today to check on baby size. I'm also going in next week to do that. I've got some therapy just to make sure I'm in the best headspace before I head into the postpartum period. Because for me, that's something that I've just really made sure is critical this time around. I say this time around as if it's not my first. This is my first baby, if you're new here.
You know what time it is? It is time for my non-stress test at the hospital. But first, I have an announcement to make. My ring is off. Not because I'm not married anymore, but because I'm switching officially to some silicone rings I got at Walmart. Last night I woke up and my swelling has been so bad in the nighttime, it really has, that my finger was purple, like cut off circulation purple. So we're gonna switch to these. Hopefully this is a lot better. They're 3 sizes up. I have freakishly small fingers. They're like a size 5 for women. And so these are a size 7-8, hoping it makes me feel a lot more comfortable. They already feel much more squishy and like they have some give. And if somebody needs to tear them off, this whole pack was $4. Which, speaking of, if you're pregnant and you're looking for silicone rings, Walmart. Never would have guessed. On Amazon, one of these bad boys would have been $10, but our local Walmart had a 5-pack with all these fun little colors right here for much cheaper. Who would have guessed? Anyhow, I'm gonna go in. I am currently chugging my sugar drink of the week to get this baby hopefully to move. Nothing new, but this is gonna be a strawberry acai refresher with some lemonade in it, so sugar central. Hopefully it works to get this baby kicking and moving and grooving. Also, I'm gonna be checking on their amniotic fluid levels. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated with all of this stuff because I'm at the point in pregnancy, I'm gonna be 38 weeks in just a day or two. Or no, I keep saying that. Oh my gosh. In a day, in like 6 hours, I'm 38 weeks basically. And this baby is measuring at almost 40 weeks at this point, which is wild. And they're ready to come out whenever they want. So if the doctor said hypothetically like amniotic fluid levels are getting low or baby's too big or any of that, I could be getting induced at any point. My induction is scheduled for the 29th of August, but I really do not think I'm gonna make it there. Right now it is like the 2nd week of August and I am feeling like I'm ready. And I can talk more about that later, but I have been dropping, I have been getting ready, engaged, all of the things. And yeah, it's been a week. So I will see you guys in there. Bob's currently hiding from the camera. I'm gonna angle the camera so it doesn't even have to show his face. But here's what I was thinking. I want it recorded. I took off my ring last night and I kind of panicked in the middle of the night because I felt so bad taking it off. I just don't like being without my wedding ring. I have like separation anxiety from it. But I figured since I'm putting on this cheap little silicone ring, I want Bob to put it on me because he put the other one on. And I literally did not take it off since then. And so I've got ring selection and choose whichever one you think suits me best. Going light pink. That's a wrong finger.
Oh. Close one.
I know, we haven't done this in a while. The size 7-8 plastic ring that's supposed to be stretchy is struggling to get on my finger. That is what sausage fingers I have right now.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
It's all on top.
Married girl. Getting my sweet treat of the week. We have In-N-Out burgers. Got Bob, we've got the mountains. Doesn't get much better than this.
I'm gonna record this now so that I never forget what contractions look like, but you can see the baby and where the baby is not, instead of that cute little round belly I normally am sporting. Kind of crazy. All right, good morning everybody. I hope you can hear me over the dishes being run right now, but today I am going to the pool. I have my swimsuit on. And this is what we're looking like in the swimsuit. I feel massive right now, but I'm figuring that I wanted to go to the pool all summer. Summer's almost over. It is August 16th right now as I'm recording this. And also, I'm not gonna make it much longer. It could be tonight, it could be in 2 weeks. Can't be in 3 weeks, I'll be induced by then. But what I do know is I want to feel weightless for just a minute. I've been having back pain and hip pain, and my doctor recommended going to a pool, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Packing strawberries, cherries. I'm also gonna pack a body armor. I don't wanna get dehydrated, and I know that's a risk with being out in the heat this long. And my handy dandy Stanley filled with tons of ice, tons of water, and I'm gonna just go and have a good time. I'm gonna read my pregnancy books and relax and float like a little whale in the ocean. It is later at night, and I thought I would just take a minute while I'm getting ready for bed to talk a little bit about how I'm feeling in the 38th week of pregnancy. I've been feeling pretty done with it, to be honest. That's the big summary of how I'm feeling. I feel like before, like 37 weeks and before, I had this sense of like pregnancy is magical. I even thought to myself, and you can judge me for this because I feel like I need a little judgment. I feel like I need a little piece of humble pie. But I thought to myself like, oh my gosh, how are women complaining about this? This isn't even that bad. Yeah, which I feel like is why I'm being rewarded with an extra tiring, nauseous little end to this pregnancy. It's not really that bad, but I think just being in the 38th week, I'm a little exhausted. I'm also super excited for baby to come. Don't get me wrong, I am head over heels with this baby. I'm so excited for them. But updates, my baby's sunny side up. So that means they are facing you right now. They're looking at the camera as I speak. And that's not exactly great because we want them with the smallest portion of their head coming out first and not the largest portion, which is currently what we are looking at. However, this can change during labor. I'm hoping it does. I feel like I've looked like a crazy person lately because I'm like crawling around on all fours and doing things like that to hopefully get them to turn. They're big and chunky and I don't think they want to turn. My baby also has a head that is in the 96th percentile right now. So them having the smallest bit of their head come out first is definitely in my best interest. But again, we'll see. We'll see if they want to do that. It doesn't seem like they do. I have my induction, as I mentioned, scheduled for 40 weeks. That's just because I'm a high-risk pregnancy. My blood pressure has also been going up in the last appointments, which is a little worrisome for me, but nothing out of the ordinary being this close to the end of pregnancy. Normally, I'm a very athletic person. I might not look it in the last month of pregnancy, but before being pregnant, I was a rock climber and I ran and hiked and did all of the Colorado mountain girl things. And lately, my blood pressure has gone from being my normal state of like 110, 120 at most, and now it's in the 130s, which makes me a little nervous. But with all that being said, I am getting induced at 40 weeks, which is the end of August. Induction's hard, but at least then I have a picture in my mind of when it's happening. I have so much I need to get done still. And I feel like nobody really talks about this sometimes during pregnancy, but I'm in this weird zone where it's like nesting, it's gone. It's not happening anymore. And the things that I still have left are still there. So every day is like fighting a current of just exhaustion while still knowing I need to get things done. Granted, the things I need to get done are like my laundry and things like that, that
the baby's not going to care too much about. However, it will help my peace of mind postpartum, so it's still something I'm going to try to do. In fact, we might try to fold some clothes before bed. Maybe this will give me the motivation. If not, again, I'll live. Baby will live. It'll be fine. I've had a couple pregnancy cries lately over things, some of them more on the little side of like not being able to put on my shoes by myself and feeling a little helpless, but it's just part of the season. It's natural and it's gonna go away. And I know that when the baby's in my arms, it's all gonna be worth it. But I wanna encourage you, if you're in your 38th week, to stick it out. I've been looking at Reddit posts of women who are also in their 38th week, and it's brought me so much comfort of seeing other women be like, no, this ain't it, I'm done. I don't wanna be doing this anymore, because I feel like there's so much of a I'm so tired, that wasn't even a word. A romanticization of the end of pregnancy and how you're gonna meet your baby soon and all of these things. However, the end of pregnancy is also really hard, and if you're not in love with it, like me, you're a-okay there. You're still a good mom. Birth is still gonna be okay. Everything's gonna go okay, even if you're a little over it right now. Pardon the video quality if it's not that great. It is currently a little late at night. However, look how cute this little corner is. If you can see the laundry over there, that is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about all of the things I need to get done. However, I digress. While I'm updating you, I thought I would just show the belly real quick. This is what we're looking at right now at 38 weeks pregnant. I have my belly button starting to pop. That's something new this week for sure. I also have my line right here. As you can see, mine definitely curves to one side. So if yours is like this, that's completely okay. My baby just loves hanging out on this side and is never on this side. So there's a lot more pressure pushing that line over a little bit. That's my belly. Here's some other changes I have going on. My skin, if you can see it, again, the camera quality is not great, so I look way better than I do in person right now. But I have some dark patches going on. I have a lot of freckles, and so a lot of melanin production going on there. And if you're like me and you have that, you also might get melasma, called the mask of pregnancy. It's really not that bad. I have some serums and things I'm going to be looking into using after birth, but right now they are not safe. So I've just got to kind of chill and let my face do its thing. I do wear sunscreen, I do wear hats. However, I have like right above my eyebrow this big patch. And if you do have skin like mine, or if you're just going through pregnancy, here's my pro tip: don't wax your eyebrows, because that can actually trigger melasma to get worse, and I didn't know that. And so now it's like I have like a permanent patch above my eyebrow, which makes them look like they're never fully clean. The other thing I have is my eczema has been going crazy just with the rise of the progesterone. At the end of pregnancy, this is where my patches are. You can see there's one there. They don't have melanin in them. It's just something weird that eczema does when it gets really bad during the summer, but it'll even out in the winter. So this is actually my winter color right here. There's the other one. I get them right there. And then on my shoulders as well. So that's been getting a little worse. Other symptoms physically, I've been getting a lot of lightning crotch, which sounds exactly like what it is. It feels absolutely awful. That and my baby has dropped. So if you can see, instead of going out like this like it was, it is very heavy on the pelvis. So I'm getting a lot of pelvic, like the pubic symphysis. Symphysis? I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on that. The little spot where your pubic bone is right there, pain, it feels like it's falling apart because it is loosening. And hopefully it is getting ready for birth. My hips have been hurting though. The water did help today. So if you're thinking about going to a pool, do it. It is a lifesaver. I wish I was doing it earlier in the pregnancy. I met this amazing mom today who was talking to me, and she was like, you weren't doing this before? And in my brain, I was like, oh man, yeah, I probably should have been. That would have felt so good. But I have that going on. My Breasts are a little bit engorged, a little uncomfortable. This isn't like the most PG thing in the world. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're pregnant, or you're going to be pregnant, or you've been pregnant, or have a wife who's pregnant. And if not, I guess keep watching because pregnancy is a normal, nice thing. I do want to show you that I do have some stretch marks as well. These are completely normal. I didn't know if I was going to get them or not. They're not really hereditary in my family, but I got them anyways. And I know that they're gonna fade. I know that it's temporary, but also they're kind of cool. I feel like I have these cool little tiger stripes right now. And it's a little story that my baby's writing on my body, which it's like a tattoo almost, but you get it for free. Granted, you get it without asking, but on the other hand, it's a memory that I'll always have of my baby no matter what, and have of the season in my life. This does not fully close anymore. So pardon if my belly is just kind of hanging out right now. But yeah, that is all the updates there. I am gonna try to get some of this done. Actually, let me be honest, I'm not going to. I just got the worst acid reflux as we're talking. Ooh, which, oh my gosh, like burps and acid reflux. Not a good combo. But I was about to say that has come back a little bit. It went away for a couple weeks when the baby initially dropped. But then baby dropped and got bigger. So they are back in my ribs and on my hips. I don't even know how that's possible. I guess when you have a watermelon in you, anything's possible. I've been having that a little more too. And since I just got it, that sentence I was gonna say where I was gonna be all productive and do all these things at like 10 at night, it's not gonna happen. We're going to bed. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go to bed and sit up kind of straight as we're going to bed so that we don't feel like there's lava in our throat. And that is on being in your 3rd trimester of pregnancy.